Hello students, welcome to Notebook. In this video lesson, we'll study the Indian political arena, 1990s onwards, and the implications it has had on coalition politics. We'll also learn about the Mandal Commission and its impact on the politics of representation. In addition, we'll analyze the Ram Janmabhoomi movement in Ayodhya to understand the rise of communal and nationalism in politics. Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister after Indira Gandhi's assassination and led the Congress to victory in the 1984 Lok Sabha election. However, with the end of the 1980s and the beginning of the 1990s, India faced 5 major developments that has largely impacted its politics since. In 1989, the Congress majority was reduced to 197 seats in the Lok Sabha. The Congress came back to power in the 1991 mid-term election. However, the election of 1990s is said to have marked the end of the Congress system. Though the Congress has remained one of India's important political parties, it has lost the centrality it enjoyed earlier. Secondly, the National Front government's implementations along the recommendations of the Mandal Commission gave importance to the Mandal issue of 1990. According to this, a certain percentage of the seats of central government jobs were reserved for other backward classes. Supporters and opponents of the Commission have shaped politics since. The economic policies initiated by the structural adjustment of reform programs introduced by the Rajiv Gandhi government, coupled with globalization, have also affected Indian politics. These changes were widely criticized. However, governments since have continued to follow these policies. Fourthly, the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi in May 1991 by a Sri Lankan Tamil linked to the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, LTTE, changed the leadership of the party. Following his death, Narasimha Rao came to power as the Prime Minister. Finally, the events leading to the demolition of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya in 1992 triggered changes in political sentiments. The implications of nationalism and communalism were questioned in the face of secularism as enshrined in our constitution. Associated with this is the dominance of BJP and the politics of Hindutva. In 1989, though the Congress had the largest number of seats, it did not have a clear majority. It chose to sit in the opposition. The National Front, an alliance between Janata Dal and regional parties, formed a coalition government. It garnered support from the right-wing BJP and the left front. However, neither the BJP nor the left front joined the government. This marked the beginning of multi-party politics in India, which gave impetus to coalition governments in the centre. Regional parties had an important role in creating these alliances. The 90s also witnessed the politics of representation of Dalit and OBCs as it did regional assertion. The governments of the United Front in 1996 and the National Front of 1989 enjoyed the support of several regional parties. The United Front enjoyed the support of Congress instead of the BJP. As opposed to it, the National Front enjoyed the support of BJP and the left to keep Congress out of power. In 1996, the Congress and the left supported the non-Congress government to keep BJP out of power. This tells us about the political instability of the time. Nonetheless, the BJP emerged as the largest party in 1996 and formed a coalition government from 1998 to 1999, before being re-elected in 1999. During both these terms of the NDA government, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the chosen Prime Minister. Since 1989, several different governments have been in power at the center. Most of these have been coalitions or minority governments supported by other parties. These include the NDA and UPA governments, among others. However, this changed in 2014 with the BJP rising to power. Another development of this period was the rise of other backward classes. OBCs are communities apart from scheduled castes, SCs, and scheduled tribes, STs, who suffer social and educational neglect. They are also referred to as backward castes. As support for the Congress reduced among the backward castes, it allowed other parties to thrive. Most of them, like the Bharatiya Kranti Dal, the Samyukta Socialist Party, and the Janata Party, enjoyed the support of a rural section of the OBCs. The Mandal Commission was formed to inquire into the social and educational backwardness among sections of the Indian society identified as backward. The commission was officially called Second Backward Classes Commission. It was known as the Mandal Commission after its chairperson, Bindeshwari Prasad Mandal. The commission put forth its recommendations in 1980, asserting that backward castes, apart from scheduled castes, also suffered, having been replaced low in the caste hierarchy. It is important to note that reservation for the OBCs existed in the southern states as early as the 1960s. However, it was the implementation of the same in the northern states and in the nation that met with protests. In August 1990, the National Front government decided to implement one of the suggestions of the Commission with respect to the reservations in the job sector. This prompted several violent demonstrations and protests. However, in the 1992 ruling, what has since been referred to as the Indira Sawhney case, the Supreme Court upheld the government's decision. Dalit politics also made its impact in the 1980s. In 1978, the Backward and Minority Communities Employees Federation, BAMCEF, was established. This organization encouraged the politics of the Bahujan, the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs, and other minorities. Out of this arose the Dalit Shoshit Samaj Sangharsh Samiti and the Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP. BSP was a party supported mainly by Dalits in Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh under the leadership of Kashi Ram. Underpinned by pragmatic politics, it found strength from the fact that the Bahujans constituted a majority of the population. The BSP has since become a key player in state politics. Though it obtains most of its support from Dalits, it is also supported by other social groups. Dalit and OBC politics have often developed separately, in tandem, and even in competition with each other. With that, we come to the end of this video lesson. In the next and the final part of the video lesson, we'll study communalism, secularism, and its connection with democracy. Here's Team Notebook bidding you a warm goodbye. See you soon.